Hey guys, Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Danmachi Season 4 episode review. Now, I know I missed last week. I did watch last week's episode, but I felt like not enough happened for me to talk about it, but this week was really good. This week, I was at the edge of my seat, and I legitimately thought that we really were going to get the sacrifice of Ryuu, but obviously, Bell went back to go save her, but you know, it's just absolutely just crazy, man. These death flags and Ryuu wants to sacrifice herself, to get Bell out, which, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense why she would do that, because Bell clearly likes her influence. He clearly wants both of them to get out of there alive. And Bell has the confidence that, no, we can make it out of here alive together. And Ryuu truly, I don't know, yet hasn't understood that. I feel like she just wants to die. She wants to die because everything that happened in the first half of the season, because we remember in the first half of the season, she was trying to do all this alone. Until Bell got involved, and then obviously, she let him tag along to help out. But in a way, she kind of feels guilty for dragging Bell along in this whole crusade of hers. And to her, she feels like, oh no, I've got Bell into trouble that, he might not find himself getting up out of. And it's my responsibility to get him out of there. So if I have to sacrifice myself, well, then I will freaking do it to make sure Bell gets to safety. So I really do wish, she realizes that. I think that's kind of the thing about, and again, this could be the moment, but I kind of do hope maybe next week Bell kind of says, no, let's get out together. I don't want you to leave my side, pretty much, and things like that. Maybe they just have to have a dialogue scene like that, but I also saw, at the ending of the episode, in a way, it's kind of that way of Bell standing in to help Ryuu right then and there get out of the situation, and pretty much show her, no, this guy wants me to stay alive with him, so... Yeah, but, it was really interesting, the fact that we go into an area of this dungeon to where it's just absolutely nonstop fighting between the monsters in this Colosseum arena. And, we see how, one monster gets defeated, more monsters just come out. And it's kind of a nonstop, I guess you can say, monster house type of thing where they just constantly spawn. It's like those RPG games where you may defeat these monsters. You go off to another area and it loads up to this other area. You come back to the area and the next thing you know, the monster respawns, is there, and you can fight it as many times as you want. So that's it was kind of similar to that, which was actually pretty crazy wicked. But with the fact that Ryuu said, oh yeah, if they see you, they will if they see you, they'll stop what they're doing, fighting with each other, and they'll actually work together to try to take you down. And we can see oh, okay, that can be a huge issue. Now I figure there was gonna be something that messed up their entire plan, because their plan was to get under the Skull Sheep's cloth, combine it with blood or something like that to have the stench of a monster, in terms of a monster eating its coming out back, meaning prey and things like that. But obviously this skeleton comes out of the ground out of nowhere, grabs Bell's leg and freaking just pulls him up, and that alerts all the monsters to start attacking. Things like that. But it was crazy because they make a mention not even Ice Wallenstein's party messes in this area. They avoid this area completely, and they had to go through this area to get to the right path, because Ryu's listen, we have to go through this area. If we go take the other area, well, it might take a little bit longer, and then we'll get off the path pretty much. But we gotta go straight through, which It was, I would say when I was watching the episode, it was very tense. It was a very tenseful situational moment right then and there, because it's like, oh my goodness, are Bell and Ryuu going to get past these things? And then you know, you factor in the monsters that we've seen that are pretty dangerous in the dungeon, the lower floors. Absolutely crazy. But you know, Ryu's sacrifice, you know, she tried her best and she honestly thought. And so put him like shit. Maybe Bell ain't really. Bell maybe really isn't gonna come and save Ryu. But luckily he came back. He had the freaking fire rock thing, and then used firebolt on top of it, using his special skill and everything, with obviously like the bells ringing in the background. So yeah, that's crazy. And then too, mind you, even to get to Ryu, he took the other path that Ryu said it would take a lot longer. And I'm like, well then shit, if he went through that way, then man, he should have went. Yeah, I'm like, they should have went that way then, if that was that easy. But all right, fine. But yeah, there's really nothing else I can say about this week's episode of Danmachi. In regards to last week, like I said, not much really happened. We just they practiced the other monster members practically get the info on the fact that, okay, Bell is practically in trouble, we need to do something to go save him, and things like that, and the party's going to continue on, and practically, we'll see where that's going on. Now, we only have about 3 more episodes to end off this season, last time I checked, which, man, it's going to be very interesting to see how the season is going to conclude in 3 episodes. But man, it has been a really good season, and I definitely can't wait to see more Danmachi content, to see if these characters will get out of here alive, or if we will have that tragic death eventually. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, sorry for getting this video up late. Again, busy working schedule and things like that. By the time I get home, I'm too exhausted. But anyways, guys, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night watching this video. Peace.